Now we'll take a look at how to add and edit a location. So under admin, we'll go to the locations module. And to add a brand new store, we'll just need to click the add button found at the top of the page, and we'll fill out this form right here. You'll start with the location type, and a list of available location types will populate for you. This will be client specific in terms of what you utilize. Then you'll input the location name. This is essentially the store's nickname, and I'm going to add my home office. If you have a store number, you'll input that here, so whatever your internal store number is along with the store's open date, and then the address. And then our zip code is 92614. That will populate the city and the state for you, and then finally we'll just input the phone number. You'll notice that that isn't a required field, but I always recommend inputting it. And then you'll click submit once all the relevant information has been populated. And then once you click submit, that location will be available to you on your manage locations list. If you need to make edits to the store, you can do so by either clicking on the location ID number, or if you scroll over to the far right hand side, you'll see an action column where you have access to a view details icon right there. That will take you to a page where you can edit. You can also mark the store as inactive, so if this location was closed or shut down and you needed to remove it from the system, you can deactivate it simply by clicking on that active icon. It doesn't delete the location from the system, it simply makes it inactive, so you always would have a record of it. You would just need to activate the show inactive filter, and then you could view that location's information. You also have a way to mark the location as on hold. So if you're getting the location set up, it hasn't gone live yet, best practice is to put it on hold. That way we're not actively billing you for a location that isn't live within the system just yet. But when you are ready to go live, you'll need to remember to come take this location off of hold. And you do that just by clicking on it again. So to put it on hold, you click on it. To take it off hold, click on it just one more time. So that's how you add a brand new store, but if you need to make edits or changes, again, you can click on the location ID or that view details icon. I'm going to bring up that store that we just added, that home office. And so if I needed to make changes, or if I wanted to drill down and look at the location details further, I can click on that location ID, and it will take me to a details page, which is essentially just going to reflect the information that I provided a second ago when I added the store. But in addition to just my basic details, I have access to contact information, lease info. So if I wanted to add landlord items or contact info here, I could. I'll have a list of the users that are associated with this store. I can update my trade assignment. There will be a separate video for this tab right here, but this is where we assign service providers per location per trade. And again, a separate video will cover how to do that, but just so that you're aware, this is where it lives. You can skip approvers and other info. These aren't really fields that we use anymore, and eventually they'll be removed. So that's kind of why I bounced over it a second ago, and then approvers we don't really need to talk about. Assets, this is going to show you the assets that are surveyed to this store. Of course, you'll have access to this information within the normal asset module, but this is just a nice shortcut. And then if you've defined your budgets, that information can be uploaded and reviewed here. To make changes to any of these tabs, you will need to click Edit at the top of the screen, and that will allow you to either add information or edit information right here, depending on the tab that you're in. To make changes, just remember you will need to click Edit up here, and then you can start making changes to the tabs below it. You'll also have access to that active button on this page as well, so if you wanted to inactivate a store from this page, you could do so, but again, that feature is available to you at the Manage Locations level.